What are the exact laws surrounding CBD in Northern Ireland? Because I saw 6 months ago or something, I saw this little cardboard placard ad down near Yorkgate for a CBD cafe on the Shankill Road. I was cracking up when I saw that. I was just like, is this legal? Like,
Is it real? Yeah.
yeah. Is it real? Yeah. So, like, what? Yeah. What's
Well,
the legal situation?
in the UK, CBD is licensed for retail as a food supplement, as a novelty food. So if it was just your normal run-of-the-mill thing, you would find it in the likes of the supermarkets where the cod liver oil is, and all them sort of capsules and stuff. So the CBD itself,
It's designated as a food stuff, right? Like a food supplement.
yeah,
Okay. So, like, is anyone allowed to sell it? First off.
yes. So CBD is licensed as a novelty food, and because it doesn't have any psychoactive effects, it can be sold. So over the last few years, more and more CBD shops started to pop up around Northern Ireland. It was completely new even to myself. I've always been a traditional cannabis smoker. So, CBD to me, I seen it emerge in the likes of Colorado and stuff. And, you're like, oh, it's this newfangled thing. But nobody really actually understood what it was. I myself started to use it just to support the CBD shop that had popped up on the high street. But the result of that was I was actually able to kick my addiction to antidepressants and painkillers. And I was amazed. It wasn't something that I actually sat down and said, right, I'm going to stop taking these tablets. And it was, I'd forgot to take them, after a couple of days, and then I wasn't taking as much, but I never ever felt, angry, whereas before maybe you would have been angry if you hadn't took your tablets to go to work or something. So the CBD became a lot more popular, and of course big pharma always looking over their shoulder. So they are trying their best to put as much red tape around this thing as possible. So what we found the last few months, a certain brand of CBD hemp was being lifted off the shelves of a lot of CBD shops around Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland.
Okay.
I actually have some here, so I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
So
Can you say which one it is, or would you prefer not to?
which
The CBD oil that's being lifted off of
the CBD hemp?
or the CBD hemp, sorry, that's being lifted.
Well, this is what CBD hemp looks like.
Lovely.
So
People who have never seen weed before, it looks just like weed.
yeah. So see what you've just said there, that word, that is why is being lifted off the shelves, because this can be sold as CBD hemp, and it's called CBD hemp, and see if it's called CBD anything else, it can't be sold,
Really?
really.
Okay.
So it took a while to actually get down to the black and white of it, but that is really it. So if a retailer and a customer are talking and they start referring to this as CBD bud, weed, cannabis, anything like that, and it's not hemp, then it's not licensed. So the CBD, it has to be hemp derived,
Okay.
and that is why the likes of oils and stuff, traditional full extract oils and stuff, are being very, very, very much so kept away from us.
So it has to be called CBD hemp for it to be legal.
Yes.
Right. But does that mean that you can sell that as long as you label it CBD hemp? You can sell that. Do you need a license for that?
Just a normal retail license. Actually, the shop that actually supply it, they have it all packed up and labeled properly, correctly, the correct information on it, and also the toxicology report, which is the lab report, the all important lab report, because I've just showed you some hemp there, and I've called it hemp, but you only know that because I've told you. So we actually have the official documentation to say what's in it, what's not in it, and the likes of the pesticides and stuff, and how safe it is. So everything is above board where CBD hemp is concerned, and the real exciting part of that for me is there's nothing that prohibits you from vaping it.
Yeah, because you know exactly what's on it. Because that's one of the things that I don't understand about people's desire to keep it illegal or to keep any drugs illegal. But we'll start with this.
Yeah.
But it's that it's more dangerous for people when we don't know exactly what it's been sprayed with, or how it's been grown, or even like you don't know the THC or CBD percentages in it, like that, because that can be really dangerous. Well, not even dangerous, but people can like freak out and like have panic attacks or like get really anxious and stuff if things are too strong for them. And like one of the best arguments for legalization is that it allows everyone to be informed about what they're consuming.
Yeah, exactly. The good thing about the likes of the private prescriptions now in the UK is when patients are getting their medicine and being told what it is, they can actually go online and look this up, look this strain up, and it'll give you the full chemical breakdown, the pesticides, the metals, all of that, and it's all online. That's great. You don't get that on the street. So cannabis, a lot more people are now catching on that cannabis is medicine. It's Mother Nature's medicine. And whenever maybe Dodgy Dave down the street or around the corner is telling you, oh, here's this will sort you out for your mental health. As you say, you might be getting something that could maybe make you worse, or maybe it is too strong, and it's like too much of anything's bad for you. I would love to sit here and say cannabis is 100% great and there's no negative effects, but like you just seen it there earlier, the main effect from cannabis use, side effect, is memory loss. And my short-term memory is a car crash. So, there is definitely research that needs done out there. It's not just the one cap fits all for everything, especially whenever you're looking at the likes of serious ailments like epilepsy and cancer, so hopefully this is not just the starting point but also the tipping point, because medical cannabis in the UK, looking from the outside in, the UK are the biggest exporters of medical cannabis in the world. So it's like we're the Scarface and all the other countries in the world are all like all the addicts. But until the public catch on to that and realise that there's millions and millions being made privately, the private companies in the UK, and the public are being all left out, until they realise and that changes, unfortunately, this is the sort of thing we'll have to do. But doing it we are. And as I say, the support's been great. We've had 2 days where we've put out on social media that we're open for people to come in and register up as membership, and our membership now, it's definitely it's at about 20, and that's amazing. That's amazing. Not everybody has a private script, but every single one of them wants to learn how to get one. And more important,
is this a private script for CBD or for like marijuana?
This is a private script for cannabis.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so with THC in it, basically.
Yes.
Is what I'm asking. Okay.
Yes.
So you could there's places in the UK that will give you a script for that.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Right. Is there places in Northern Ireland that will do that?
Well, Northern Ireland is part of the UK. A lot of the cannabis clinics are all in England. They are dotted about, but most of them are registered at the Harley Street. They are proper professional setups, and it's like any other private clinic that you would go to. You'll go and they'll assess you, they'll give you a consultation, and most of the time they'll give you a prescription for cannabis flower.
Right. Because like, as far as I was aware, that this was a class B illegal substance, which they say has no medical benefit whatsoever. The Home Office official line is there's no medicinal benefit whatsoever from this.
Oh, well, they're lying, aren't they?
Well, I'm not saying they're not lying, but I'm saying how is it possible? Where do you go to fill that script?
It's all done online. It's all done online. Even the consultations, it was a Zoom with a doctor in London.
Okay.
But
I mean, what pharmacy do you go to?
Well, the clinics have their own pharmacies. You can't just rock down to the Gordon's Chemist down the road and say, right.
What, they have a trap door underneath it?
Be great. Yeah, 20 bag, please, sir. No, they don't. The clinics have their own specific pharmacies. So there's three pharmacies that'll send out to you. But when they post it out to your front door, and it's recorded by. It's DPD that brings it. It's like DHL. It's it's proper. It's amazing. You get the knock on the door and it's somebody bringing cannabis. It's welcome to 2021.
Yeah. That must be that's what they do in Colorado and California and stuff as well. It's doctors, I'm pretty sure it was Snoop Dogg had a company that would hook you up with a doctor for a consultation for medicinal marijuana at any time. It was like 24/7. You could just go online, and within like half an hour, you'd have like a script from a doctor. I mean, good work, Snoop. But
Yeah. Well, Josh, you're not too far off the mark, guy. That's more or less what we're planning to do here. We
want
want
to do it here.
We want people to come here from the start, from walking through the door when they say, tell me, what is this thing about a private script, to walking out the door with already well on their way to actually getting one. And it has happened. It has happened over the last couple of weeks. There is people coming in.
So you've had that happen in here, where you have had someone come in and you've been able to hook them up with a doctor and to either speak to them initially or to even just get the prescription.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's happening above board legally in the United Kingdom.
It is, yes.
Wow.
It's happening here. We are in touch. This is very top secret. We have been in conversation with a couple of the actual private clinics, and one of them in particular has shown interest in sending us information and using our social media to get consultations out onto the likes of YouTube and Facebook for free.
Right. Wow. So this is like a big group of doctors. Is it like a private clinic that are doing this?
It's a private clinic, but obviously I'm not going to reveal which clinic it is. But the clinic in particular, the likes of their chronic pain specialists, psychiatrists and surgeons, they have their own private practices themselves, whereas some of the other clinics, as you say, they're all in the one building, so this is really something special. And I'm a great believer in karma, and see, for the last 2 weeks, everywhere I've looked, I just keep seeing number ones everywhere, like 4 months in a row, and I'm just, it's got to the point now where I'm just going, right, somebody's really messing with me here, but it's not so much, I keep on saying these things aren't planned. It's like 2 cogs have just came out of nowhere and just went click, 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 and dude, we're only halfway around.
Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment for us in the comments below. Let me know what you thought and if you'd like to see more of this from the show. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time.